Hey everyone, welcome to the feedback survey in 2021 results video. It's finally happening. Assaults? Yes, assaults. Assignments delayed. Assaults, where did that come from? Assignments delayed this video quite a lot. I hadn't forgotten about it. We're doing it right now. It's probably going to be quite a long one. Truth be told, this isn't my first take. My first take I actually forgot to record half of what I needed, so that was fun. So we're doing this again. But we're probably going to be here for quite some time talking about this because there's just a lot to go through. It's a lot more detailed than it was last year. No, interestingly, all the demographics are pretty much the same. Mainly male, of course. This is computer science. It's a mainly male-dominated industry. And to be well, it's not, I wouldn't even say male-dominated is really accurate. It's more just more men are interested in it than women by quite a long way. It's just kind of how it is. It's one of those things. Again, the demographics in terms of age and location do not match my YouTube analytics at all. In this one, you've got 13 to 17 year olds as the primary one, whereas on YouTube they make up less than 7% of my total views. And Europe, again, highest of them all, when the UK makes up like 10%, and I'm pretty sure no other European countries are even in like the top 10. So I'm not really sure what goes on here. This happened last year as well. I'm not really sure why this happens. Perhaps just European teenagers are just more active on the channel and the Discord and that. I don't know. Either way, very strange. So the first question here, your association with Carberra. I'm currently subscribed to the YouTube channel. Everyone that responded to this is, which is cool. Appreciate it. Few people on the non-existent Twitch channel, a few people on the library channel, interestingly. Most people in the server, and then you've got a few other people on the socials. This is kind of a misleading question. It's not really the Carberra GitHub page, it's my own profile, because organizational pages can't have follow buttons, and when I wrote this questionnaire I didn't realize that, so fun. You got a few people that used to be supporters of the Patreon, a few people who used to, one person that used to be a member of the Discord server, mainly just cost-related stuff. Although, in the Discord server, it's just, hadn't really interacted there, so that's fair enough, I suppose. This is an interesting one because we've got a lot of custom responses down here. These are these wedges here. How did I become aware of Carberra? Most people through the search query, or through a search query, not the search query. It's the one search query in the world. No. Through a search query, so probably Discord.py or something like that. Quite a few people coming from the recommended, which is cool to see. A few people coming through a friend, which is cool. I don't remember, which is very honest. I appreciate that. The Hikari Discord server, which I think there was an option. Through a recommendation on the internet. This was kind of where that was supposed to go, but never mind. Vicky constantly nagging me. Yeah, she has nagged a few people to join the server. Found Discord, same university, and yeah, these two people kind of know me IRL apparently. I'm not 100% sure who these two are. I have an idea of who at least one of them is. I'm not sure who the other one is. Might be one of my friends in my hometown. I don't know. Actually, it probably is. It probably is. So if you're supporting me monetarily, most people who've I can't talk. Most people who have supported me monetarily have boosted Discord server, which is pretty nice. And we've got a few people subscribed to Twitch, a few people on the Patreon, all that jazz. And then the YouTube super chat before the 12th of March. Although I stream on YouTube again now, so if I do one of these next year, then that will this will come back in full force. But yeah, which content type do you prefer? Most people seem to prefer videos, which is fair. I prefer the videos too. I just like the extra control they give you, because on streams, if something goes wrong, it's out there. In a video, if something goes wrong, you can just edit it out. As much as I don't love editing, it's okay. I kind of like it sometimes. But it's nice to have that little bit of extra control. So the YouTube side of things, do people watch my videos? Yes, 27 people said yes, one person said no, and then these two are supposed to be the same. I just messed up the wording, so I corrected it, and they just come out as two separate options. RIP. So yeah, this is 6 people saying I used to. We'll see that this actually contradicts with a later answer, but we'll get to that in a second. So if yes, why? It gives a lot of information. Tutorials are really good quality. Tentative, yes. Spot the Tomo with the light bulb there. I like them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good tutorials, explanatory style. I don't think I know. Oh yeah, lit. There's a youth. A youth is watching a video because I clicked on them. Very true. Very true. Can't deny that at all. I don't actually. I saw this last time because you actually responded to me on Twitter. I don't remember this at all. Which is interesting. If you were the person that I responded to, then let me know because I wanna remember. If no, I used to be only watch what I needed. Most people, which is fair enough. Quite typical for a tutorial channel, to be honest. I'm surprised. Well, I was gonna say I'm surprised it isn't higher. But then if you're not watching the videos anymore, there's a pretty small chance you're going to be filling this out. So I suppose this is a fairly accurate metric here. No one said I don't particularly enjoy the videos, which is good. And then, you know, only interested in streams. You know, there's a few people, you know, found it a little bit too hard, which is, you know, fair enough. Hopefully you got back into it at some point. If you wanted to, that is. It really does only suit some people. My eyes are having a fit right now. Perfect software developer already. And I don't like to because of the videos as much, which is fair enough. So, you know, this is series metrics, you know, not a huge amount of people. This is basically saying that, you know, the Discord series did really well and the others didn't. Is basically what that's saying. There's not an awful lot of point mulling over that one. If you didn't watch the series in 2021, it's mainly just not interested in the topics, so not interested in the Pygame. Waiting for the Hikari series, which will start on the stable release. I'm not doing it before, otherwise the series will just be outdated and it won't work, so I don't want to do that. Someone complaining about the thumbnail there, which is interesting. I haven't considered redoing the thumbnails for the series and stuff. Which topics would you like to see a series on? Interestingly, Discord web dashboard actually took the Discord bots in Python by 1. I think there was someone. I think someone like kind of elaborated on that later, if I remember correctly. Machine learning got a few hits. Web development is mainly more, though this isn't going to happen. I don't know web development at all. It doesn't matter how many times I go back to it and how many times I give it another chance. I just hate it. I hate it with a passion. I can't not hate it. Android app development. Kotlin got a few votes. Making a Python package index package actually got quite a few. And Twitch bots in Python didn't get too many. And there's a few kind of custom ones here. Discord bot in JavaScript. Have you watched any of the How It Is Done videos? Yes. Well, actually, most people said no, which is fair enough. I didn't do that many in 2021. But the people that have generally watched more than one. This is why I always kind of have these two options in here, because it's interesting to see, like, especially with this one down here, like any videos that aren't part of any series. You see, yes but more than one is a huge majority, and then you've got yes but only one. There's only like 2 people. You got no, so it's either no or all of them, pretty much. Which is why I have these things in, because that's really interesting to see. Which potential video formats would you be interested in seeing? News videos. There's quite a few people. I'm not sure if some people have said no to that, or well, not said no, but some people have not ticked that because I've already done some. I don't really know. Top 10 lists, not hugely popular. I did have a few ideas, but I don't know how many of them I'm actually going to do. There are a lot of editing. So, yeah. Project showcases seem very popular. I haven't done them yet because I haven't got any projects that are actually in a state to be showcased at the moment. They're all kind of in development versions. The first one that will be in kind of a stable release that I can do one on is the first Python package index package I ever made, which is Analytics. So I will do a video on that when it's done. It should be done fairly soon. I'm getting through it pretty quickly actually, so that's good. Documentary videos, not a huge amount of people interested in these, so I probably won't bother with them. Experiments got a lot of votes as well, so I'll probably be doing some experiments based on, you know, older programming languages, or, you know, trying to do certain things in certain ways. You know, this was kind of the one I could probably be the most creative with. So yay. Do you think the channel would suit non-tutorial videos? Most people said yes, which is good. A lot of people said I'm not sure, and only a few people said no. So That's good, I suppose, for future content. Series videos by far generally people's favourites, which is fair. How it's done videos, normally not people's favourites or people's least favourites, and then the non-tutorial videos are pretty even actually over here. With what is that, 11, 12, 10. Interesting. So non-tutorial videos, yeah, seemingly quite a mixed bag there. What do you say is best length for a video? 10 to 20 minutes seems to win out, which is kind of my opinion as well, so I'm glad we're on the same page. This one was quite interesting. What would you say is the best mentality when deciding how long a video should be? So this is in response to quite long videos, in case I ever needed to do like a huge video on a particular topic, but it wasn't really enough for it to be a series. So 53, so 17 versus 15, so there's 2 votes in it. This one was try and find a way to split the video into multiple videos, but only if it doesn't negatively affect the video. This one was keep the video in one or keep the topic in one video regardless of the length. So these are pretty much opposite opinions. Interestingly, no one said keep it a set length at all costs. So that kind of implies that generally speaking, the quality is more important than actually, keeping to a set length. But it's weird how closely these two split. Minimum number of videos, most people said 1, which I'm kind of happy about. The baller over here that said 5, I've got to give it to you. That is some balls. No one said 4, weirdly. 3 seems like a strange number. 2 I can understand. 1 is probably the most feasible. I'm glad most people said 1. I'm basically just doing this for validation that I can get away with uploading just 1 video a week, because university, yay! It's fun, now assignments are over, I can actually pick up the uploads, and there are quite a few things below you'll see that are like, it doesn't upload enough, and I'm gonna do it more, I promise. Also, if you see me looking to the left, it's because my preview is on my other monitor, so if you see me looking to the left, I'm just looking at that to make sure everything's still going okay. Speaking of which, yeah, everything's fine. Cool. Thought I'd just take the opportunity. Why do you typically watch my videos nowadays? Mainly a mixture of, interesting topic and because it's me. So yeah, it's predominantly a mixture of the two, which I suppose is a good thing. And yeah, a lot of people watched another video of mine specifically because they liked me, which is actually really cool. I'm glad it was this high, 26 to 7. That's pretty cool. I like that. I just realised I think all of these have got 33 responses. Oh, yeah. A lot of these have got 33 responses. I think there's someone that just didn't really put anything in. Which is interesting. Which intro setup do you prefer? Most people want the face cam to come back, so I'll probably try and get that back at some point. Quite a few people seem to like the kind of the edited scripted voiceover explaining the video that I did for I think like 2 or 3 videos. I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of doing this, so I'm glad this wasn't super popular. And just getting straight into it, at least people like that, which is what I've been doing recently, so we'll probably go back to the face cam. This one was split pretty evenly, but the general consensus is that I should upload more, which is fair enough. The general consensus here is that I should make more varied videos as well. A few people strongly disagreeing, a few people disagreeing there. And, this was a bit more split between making videos in other languages. There isn't really a huge consensus here, because this is agree, this is disagree, this is strongly agree, this is strongly disagree. More people agree, but it's not really a huge margin, to be honest. And then you've got most people saying neutral anyway, so yeah, people quite split on that one, to be fair. Okay, this is the interesting bit. What do you like most about Carberra videos? I have a nice little corner where not many other videos exist. I like to think I have certain things like that. A great personality. Oh, spot the Jackster. My hair. I'm pretty sure I know who said this. Quite a big fan of my hair. I don't style it or anything. It's just floof. The voice. Interesting. Very informative and in depth. I just like your videos. Fair enough. Sometimes you just like something. Teaches a lot. Good at explaining topics. Only useful videos on Hikari. My style. I remember my first take, I thought this was like my visual style. I've realised now that it's probably the style of videos that I make more than what I wear. And unless it is what I wear, you know, which probably isn't the case because I don't have a style. I mean, look at what I'm wearing right now. I'm looking at a t-shirt, a jeans, and a fleece. I don't have a style. If I had a style, it would be just unstyle. That's what my style is. Casual feel, informative, cool, teaching ability. No idea. Fair enough. Yeah, what do you dislike most about it? Doesn't upload. Oh, there's no others on this little block. Not going super in depth explaining what certain things do. Yeah, sometimes I just kind of assume knowledge. It kind of depends on the complexity of the series at hand. So the Pie Game series is just more complicated by nature. So I went over less of the basics. But I'm gonna have a quick old drink. I've got one right here. Yeah, we like simpler stuff. I tend to go over the basics more. With more complicated stuff, I just kind of assume you have the knowledge already. Really, like it all. The lack of them, yeah. Doesn't upload. Doesn't upload. They're coming back. Some of the topics, sometimes very long videos. They are all about Python. Interesting. Someone wants other languages there. Too complicated, some of it. I think that just comes to like the inherent complexities of certain things. Like the game development series, for example, that was just inherently very complex. So I'm not sure it's a quality of older videos. Yeah, they've got a lot better since then. Any particular series you'd want to see? These two, not happening. Machine learning and AI, that is probably what I'm going to spend a lot of time doing on the channel, because, you know, that's what I want to do as a career, probably. Either AI or data science is what I want to do. And yeah, I think it's kind of weird that I haven't really done it on the channel. Well, I've done data science, it didn't do all that well. So that's probably why I haven't bothered to do anything else. But I do want to do more ML and AI stuff on the channel, because that's what I want to get into. Yeah, all the Hikari stuff. Mostly videos covering other languages. I think that might be the same person as this here. Discord.Partner. Yeah, it's just Discord stuff. Lower level stuff. I don't really know anything about this. This is not really within my, you know, series of things that I'm actually interested in. You know, as I said, I'm a data scientist and an AI engineer. I don't really care about the low level stuff. For the most part, Python can deal with that. Pretty much. What do you say? Doesn't upload. There we go. There's another one. Doesn't upload. Okay. More in depth. That's probably the same thing as before. Rust videos. Another game stream. Well, I am doing more gaming stuff now, as of like 2 weeks ago. That's cool. Want more fun time? Yeah. The problem is with videos is that like you kind of have to balance it. With mostly education stuff, otherwise people are just going to be like, "Oh, you're spending too much time screwing around," and it's awkward to get right. It is awkward to get right. Yeah, doesn't upload. More foxes. Agreed. Very much agreed. Very good. Where is tinsy wincy bit of professionalism? I can't tell if this person is like just add a bit more or just have at least a tiny bit. I can't tell which it is. I feel as though it's probably the former, but I could be wrong. Do you watch my streams? Most people don't, which is fair enough. Although I was surprised that this many people do actually. But why they cover the topics? Fancy code. Yeah, generally most of these seem to be like either like the thought processes behind coding or like the chat angle. Yeah, something in the background. That's what streams are for a lot of people, I think. So that works. Most people, well, a lot of people either don't watch streams at all, which is fair enough because I don't really watch streams at all, or they just don't work with their schedule, which, yeah, it's going to happen with some people, unfortunately. I can't please everyone, which is very annoying. That's one of the reasons I prefer videos, because videos, you can just watch them whenever, and it's fine. You don't have to worry about time zones. And then a number of people saying they're really interested in the video. So it's sort of like 17 people being like, I don't really care about the streams, which is fair enough. Didn't know I streamed, didn't cover a topic I'm interested in. Yeah, this is another thing. The videos relay the same amount of info in a short amount of time. Sometimes watch, sometimes don't. That's fair enough. This one just displayed not how I wanted it. I wanted the days on the bottom, but this is like stream schedules and stuff. You know, but you can look over here and pretty much whatever day you choose, you know, 4 PM through 7 PM is like easily the best. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing with that, I suppose. Length for a stream's like 1 to 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours wins out hugely over the others. So I'll just keep it as I am. Wish cover would stream more. Most people want more streams. Some people don't. Most people don't care, which is fair. Yeah, most people don't care about like what the actual streams are either, which is weird. You know, you got like, yeah, people don't really want me to spend any more time planning than I already do. I normally plan. So the reason I started streaming in the first place was so I could turn the planning phase of series into content, essentially. So I could kind of monetize every part of it. The only problem is that the streams, it slows the planning down exponentially. Like they get slowed down a lot, which is the only real problem. And the more varied streams generally have a little bit of support here, but most people don't really care, which is fair enough. What do you like most about the streams? Yeah, I think it's the same thing as just kind of above, really. Yeah, it's pretty much the same things as above. What do you dislike the most? Yeah, this is basically like... Oh, I don't dislike them at all. Most of the topics, the exclusively planning thing, which I'm trying to fix. The length. And yeah, that's pretty much all that was there. Any particular streams that you like to see? Django Web Dev. Anything you wish. Fair enough. Like Bob Games. Again, the gaming channel is around that. It wasn't when this person would have answered, so that's why it's all here. But it is now. Hey. I don't know if I'm going to do gaming streams. I have to see. Coding your own side project. This is something I've been considering for a bit. But the only problem with this is that when I'm streaming or recording, my coding ability goes down because I'm spending more of my energy, more of my mental brain power, you know, doing the talking. You know, I have 3 brain cells up here, and when I'm streaming, one of them has to talk to everyone. So there's only 2 left to do any sort of coding, which is kind of why I don't really do like proper side projects or anything, because they just don't get done as well, which is annoying, but it's fine. Although I have considered doing something like this in a video, where I sort of like make something, you know, I record it and then I just edit it together and then do a voiceover at the top of it. I've considered doing something like that, so that could work potentially. Yeah, this one's set a calendar. It's not really possible. it's hard to set a calendar when you don't have a consistent schedule in like university and everything. This happened. Well done as the person that predicted this. Either that or they put this in after I said I was going to do that. More foxes. True. Very good point. Discord. How long have we been going? About 25 minutes. Let's try and speed things up a bit because we've got quite a few questions still to go. You're in a Discord server. Yes, most people are. A lot of people, either the community or the help channel seem to be the general consensus here. If no, it used to be. This is all custom reasons, which is kind of funny. So we got, I haven't had a reason to join. I'm on so many Discord servers I end up muting half of them. Not interested. I got what I needed, so no reason to stay. I'll talk about the mod stuff later because there's more comments about that. Difficult to find a balance between asking for help and looking things up. Yeah, I put in an option saying I was banned as one of the default ones, which is I thought was just kind of funny. Are you boosting the server? Most people aren't, which is fair enough. Do you think the current support system is working well? Thankfully, no one thinks it isn't. Out of 26 people that responded, everyone thinks it's at least slightly working, which is good. Most people think it is working well. These people probably sort of people that ask around 4 or 5 a.m. My time when everyone's asleep, or have their channels constantly sent to unavailable by accident because that system is not perfect. These people are probably people that have more issues with it than most. How can the support system be improved? Call on necessary stats. That is planned. This is sort of half planned, just in a different way. So I'm planning on, so when a case gets closed or timed out, it goes to available, and then if a channel needs to go to unavailable, like the least recently used channel will go there instead of the one that was just closed. So that's an update that should make this point kind of moot. But it has the same, outcome. We're doing this, but for the helpers instead. Do you think the server is moderated well? Most people think so. There's one person here that doesn't. I think I know who that is. There's a very specific situation. And there'll be this comment here as well. So one thing I did want to really quickly say about all this was that, obviously with any Discord server there are situations that do come up. I generally think the moderation team is doing well. I put this question in to see if people agreed with me, because I think they're doing well. But if everyone thinks they're doing a terrible job, then something's wrong. Most people think they're doing a good job, which is good. But yeah, there are some things, like there was a specific situation which I think this is referring to. There was additional information that we didn't make public to protect the privacy of those involved. So there is always, we take information, we always, try to, not mediate, but you know what I mean, which information we actually make public in these things, to keep things, private and confidential between the people that need to know these things, or like if specific situations happen and people don't want them to be exposed, that's fine as well. But I wouldn't necessarily say it was biased. I'd say there were valid reasons for everyone doing what they did. Personally, if you disagree with what I've said with the whole private, if you still hold this opinion, then that's fine. I can't. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to kind of say that sometimes, these things happen. But I'm glad that generally people do think the server's moderated well, because we have had a few problems with it. I think every Discord server does, to be honest. But yeah, I'm glad that a lot of people think it's moderated well. Server has a vibrant, active community. People generally either strongly agree. Oh no, this is strongly agree. I thought it was strongly disagree then for a second. Or agree. That's most people. Neutral. I think this is probably the people that are just in there. Or I don't know. Maybe this is like people that are awake when most people are asleep. Be interested to see what these people are. Server handles drama, negative situations well. Most people say they agree. Most people say neutral, which is fair enough. It's easy to get the support server I need. Or it's easy to get the support I need. Generally, this is very high, so that's good. Feel welcome within the server again. Generally, this is very high, so that's good. Most about the server, people. Yeah, it's mainly the people. The community people, I think, there's a few about the helper questions, but it's mainly just the people, to be honest, which is pretty cool. Dislike server just being dead at times, I think, is the most thing. Jonk's not being mod. I did actually ask him. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. I did actually ask him, and he politely declined. He wasn't up for it, which is fair enough. I'm not gonna make people be mods if they don't want to be, because it is a bit of a responsibility. What you say would improve the Discord server. I can't really control that one. Maybe some events. I've tried that, and I don't know. A rule stated Jugston must admit he is cute all the time. Yes, I agree with this wholeheartedly. There's support on Patreon. This huge red. Support development of the channel. Yeah, most people just don't have the money if they used to be. Support in some other way, or the benefits are not worth it. A few people said that, which is fair enough. Extra videos or early releases. I'm doing that. This is. I don't know if this is like they don't know that these exist, or like they don't think it's enough. I'm not sure which. If you put this answer, if you could let me know which you mean, that would be really useful. Support Carberra just to support him. We got, yeah, most people do. I think the neutrals are sort of people that aren't on Patreon or anything. Yeah, most people do. I enjoy the benefits I'm getting. This is mostly neutral, which is a little bit worrying. For the current benefits, again, neutral. It's pretty much the same question, really, thinking about it. Rather supports Carberra on something else. Again, this is just neutral. Follow Carberra on Twitter, Instagram, 4 each. I don't. It's because I follow Carberra on 7 responses. If you don't follow Carberra, 24 responses. Just I don't like Twitter. I didn't know Carberra had a Twitter at the most. And then yeah, it's pretty much the same down here. Just most people just don't use it. Most people think I shouldn't get Facebook again, which is fine. To be fair, I don't. I'm glad this is the case because I don't want to get Facebook again. To use social media more, yeah, people generally don't care, which is kind of interesting there. You know, with this one, a really useful way to receive updates. Some people agree, some people kind of don't. A lot of people don't really. Generally speaking, there's an agreement there. Social media things other than videos, agree. Yeah, a lot of people think the social media would be good for other things. Then there are a good. Oh, this is actually strongly agree. There's a chunk of people that don't think the case. This is just general feedback, so we're finally at the end. Oh, we're only like 33 minutes in. It's not too bad. If there are any further comments, you're pretty cool. I'm glad I discovered you. Spot the Jackster. Spot the Tomo. Just thanks. You're welcome. I didn't. The Chonks mod again. Channel is amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Love your work again. Thank you. This is mainly about the mod stuff again. I won't go over that in detail. Good luck for 2022. Looking forward to your content in the next year. So am I. I'm looking forward to get back into videos again, especially the Perfect Python. I hope that does well, because I think that's a really cool thing. Merry Christmas! Yeah, I can tell how I was supposed to do this in the new year, but do you want a pet fox? I don't have a pet fox. Do I want a pet fox? If I could, then yes, but they are generally wild animals. So it would have to be. I wouldn't just take one out of the wild. It would have to be some sort of like rescue thing. Though I do at the very least want a cat. So I hope you had a great Christmas, Happy New Year too. Thank you for making these videos. You've reignited my passion for coding. That's good. That's good. I'm always glad that if I can do that. Occasionally take on automation commissions for them. Oh, nice. You're making some bank out of it too. Please don't stop making videos. I'm trying not to. Scarves is cool. Have a nice day. Have a nice day too, my friend. Keep it up. Don't stress yourself out, as you said. You have your thesis coming up. Yeah. The thesis is going to be a problem when it comes to activity. I think that's in like July, so big F. But yeah, that is all of them. Yeah, we didn't take too long. Well, we took 35 minutes, but we didn't take a huge amount of time, which is good, considering there are more questions to go through. Thank you to everyone that completed the survey. It does help out in running the channel, and yeah, we think that there'll be one next year as well. It sort of depends on the status of the channel, because as I've said in previous videos, the channel is kind of changing around quite a lot, and my kind of involvement in it is also changing around. But if the channel is still around, then one of these will be out next year as well, for people to go and fill out. Yeah, in the meantime, I don't know. I'll see you in the next video, I suppose. It'll probably be... I'm going to do like some Perfect Python videos. I think I'm actually going to get that started and up and running while I still can, before assignments come creeping back in. So yeah, I'm going to go record those, and I will see you later. Bye!